Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Hey narrator, when we said we needed an intro about that one guy who mysteriously went missing, we were talking about Huck Finn. Huck faked his death in his father's cabin and was never found again.
What? How was I supposed to know from a description like that? It might have been helpful to say that before I made this montage. Anyways, this is Huck. He's a little kid with many adventures. Throughout his adventures, we see plenty examples of superstition. What are superstitions, you might ask? Well, I'm here to tell you. A superstition is a widely held but unjustified belief in supernatural causation leading to certain consequences of an event. In this short film, we will review scenes of superstition, such as bad luck from a dead spider, a lucky 5-cent piece, throwing salt over your shoulder, talking hairballs, using bread to catch the dead, capturing young birds, and handling snakeskins. In our first scene, Huck attempts to fight off bad luck after killing a spider.
Hey, I'm a spider.
Ah! Spider! Eek!
Whoa! Oh no, he's all shivered up.
What you doing there, buddy? You good?
Well, no one got to tell me this dead spider is bad sign and will fetch me bad luck. I got no confidence. This is what you do when you lose a horseshoe that you found instead of nailing it up on the door. I haven't heard anyone say it is to keep off bad luck when you have killed a spider.
I'll get you one day, boy.
Now, this scene occurs in the very first chapter of the novel. It clearly establishes Huck's superstitious nature. When Jim falls asleep outside, Tom plays a trick on him as a little adventure. When Jim wakes up, he cooks up quite the story.
And then witches rode me all over the world, tired me most to death. My back is all over saddle boils. This here necklace is a charm the devil gave to me with his own hands. I can cure anybody with it and fetch witches whenever I want by saying something special to it, but I ain't gonna tell you what.
In this next scene, Huck uses salt to ward off bad luck. Maybe I should have tried this before my physics final. Sorry, Mr. Kroger.
Take your hands away, Huckleberry. What a mess you're always making. Dear Jesus. She put a good word in for me, but I know the bad luck ain't going away.
Well, Miss Watson is always telling Huck about her Christian superstitions, but she sees Huck's superstitions as ridiculous. As Huck uneasily walks out of the house, he keeps a lookout for bad things coming his way. Huck does indeed encounter something bad. The marks of his father's tracks reappear in the snow. It leads Huck to believe his mishap with the salt cellar caused his father to reappear. Yikes. Now in our next scene, Jim and Huck talk to a spirit who lives inside the hairball from the fourth stomach of an ox. Kinda like a magic conch.
Oh, Jim, Pap's here. I saw his tracks on the snow. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna stay?
Don't you worry, Huck. I know just the one to talk to. A magic spirit lives in this here hairball, and he know everything. Go there. Sometimes he don't talk without money.
Here, will this do? Eat.
Your father don't know yet what he gonna do. Sometimes he expect he'll go away, and sometimes he expect to stay. You gonna have considerable trouble in your life, and then considerable joy.
Wabba-dabba-doobity, wibbity-bitty-boo-bad-bitty-boo, wabba-dibby-doo.
Oh yeah.
Wobbly. Wobbly.
Wants to keep away from the water as much as you can, in case it's down in the bills where you gon' get hung.
Now, this scene shows us the importance of both Jim and Huck's superstitions when put together. Two superstitious people are bound to believe anything.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. Hi, I'm David Smith, professor of English at Williams College. Now, a little about me. I've served on the boards of many scholarly organizations like the Smithsonian Institution, the Folger Shakespeare Library, and the Mark Twain House in Hartford. I guess you could call me a qualified literary critic.
Now our narrator's doing okay, but I have a little more insight for this situation.
In this transaction, Jim serves his own interests while appearing to serve Huck's interests. He takes a slug, and through his own cleverness, he contrives to make it worth 25 cents to himself. Such resourcefulness is hardly consistent with the familiar, one-dimensional concept of the superstitious Negro. Jim emerges as an astute and sensitive observer of human behavior. Jim clearly possesses a subtlety and intelligence which the Negro allegedly lacks.
When people drown in Mississippi, their friends and families always put quicksilver in loaves of bread and float them off because they will always go right to where the drowned carcass is. Huck gets a nice surprise after he supposedly drowns. Man, I wish it was that easy to get that bread.
Oh, I sure hope this loaf of bread and quicksilver will help me find my boy Huck. Please.
What you thinking about, Huck?
Now I reckon that's the widow or somebody prayed the bread would find me. There's something in it when a body like the widow or the person prays.
Jim has quite a list of superstitions that he shares with Huck. How does he even remember all this? I could barely remember my English outlines.
Huck, this is a sign it's gonna rain. It's a sign when young chickens fly that way. I reckon it's the same when young birds done it.
I'm gonna catch some of them.
No, don't do that. It's dead. Also, Huck, you mustn't count the things you're gonna cook for dinner. That'd bring bad luck.
Jim's superstitions.
Oh wait, got another one. Huck, you also mustn't shake the tablecloth after sundown. That's bad luck too.
Any more?
Nope.
Alrighty. Jim is clearly superstitious and has odd explanations for situations in the world. In our final scene, here we have Huck, who appears to be pulling a prank on Jim. For some historical context, Huck touched a snakeskin and Jim lectured him about how it was bad luck. But little does he know, this prank has gone wrong. Not clickbait.
Ow! Die, snake! Die!
Oh, I'm such a fool. How can I forget when you leave a dead snake, its mate always follows and curls around it. I can't let Jim know it was me. Jim, I won't ever take a hold of a snake skin in my hand because now I've seen what comes out of it.
I reckon you'll believe me next time. I mean, handling a snake skin is such awful bad luck. Maybe we haven't gotten to the end of it yet.
This time, a simple prank had evolved into a serious situation. Earth is accidentally tucked to believe that maybe there is bad luck, and maybe more of it waits for them in the near future.